What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and you've probably seen this on YouTube. It's really stupid of me to do these what ifs. Well, I mean, I base a lot of these off of your comments as well. I got this as a comment. I'm gonna figure out who sent it and put it on the screen. I'm sorry if you already put this a long time ago and I just never did it. But it's really stupid of me not to see if anyone else has done these, which I'm going to assume RBT probably did this, but he always does his in the kind of 1 year format, so it is a little bit different for us. And of course, this is a voiceover. It's a bit of a short vid in general as well. You can see there, first year, didn't make the playoffs, not a great record. I probably should have showed the season stats, but let's be honest, you don't make the playoffs, it's the same exact thing. Second year, by the way, we're doing 3 years for both teams because Tony Romo would be like 39, 40-ish by the time 3 years is up. So pretty close to retirement anyways. Get the Falcons winning the second year Super Bowl. And the first year was the Seahawks. I believe, yeah, it was the Seahawks. Third year, I know this is blazing through, but third year, we of course do not make it again. And that's rough. By the way, I think in this roster, not Braxton Miller. Deshaun Watson was a 74 overall, so yeah, not a great starting quarterback yet. 9-7 was the record. Not enough for the playoffs, which is all right. There you can see we have 87 overall. Tony Romo, which I think is a decently fair rating with the updated roster. I had the updated rosters for both because it makes sense, because obviously Tony Romo wouldn't have played for the Texans last year. It would be this year. And a little bit of a spoiler alert, half of the rookies go to free agency, which it happens a lot in this. The team just doesn't re-sign them. I don't know what the case is. Like we basically end up with just Deshaun Watson and the running back Freeman from, I believe, the third round, if I'm not mistaken. They don't keep the linebacker. I don't know. I think it's just because the ratings are a little low, and they figure screw that. Of course, Tony Romo didn't have the greatest season, but he also didn't have the worst season. But he did end up with a really close or similar record to the Texans without him. So far, year one doesn't really look different other than the Redskins winning the Super Bowl. That's a little weird, I'd like to think. Here, I don't know why I show you Deshaun Watson stats on this. I think it's because we do a season without him. Yeah, I think we do a season without him with this roster. A little bit better. I was looking for the rookies. I was like, are we serious out here? Do we already have nobody on the team? But yeah, here we are on to the next season. Can we make the playoffs is the question. The answer will be revealed as no. MVP is Aaron Rodgers. And of course the stats, pretty similar again. Less interceptions though. Running game strong as ever. Receiving game so-so, I suppose. And of course, we do look at the Super Bowl winner again, which obviously was not us, which I didn't really expect us to do so well with Tony Romo. But yeah, there's another win there. Pretty interesting stuff, let's just say. A couple of the similar teams as usual. Here we have Tony Romo. I believe this is the third year we are armed with him. 7-9. Not really impressive. Has the best passing touchdowns he's had for the Texans so far, or for us. Hopkins, once again, leading receiver, of course. The offensive line, I didn't really show it, but the offensive line was a huge factor. Mance did really well overall through this. I don't know why I said rebuild, but through this what if. But the offensive line in general was rather rough. And here we are going to move on to this next season, which is going to be pretty much the last season. Which is very interesting because I thought Tony Romo retired. I was like, oh, wait, what? Are we not to the point? Okay, we're going to go one more week, and then we show the Tony Romo. I was like, did Tony retire? Which wouldn't surprise me because I think he's 39 at this point. Tony, where you at, bro? We'll look at free agency, and of course we want Bud Dupree, which would be a great player to get. But Tony Romo is a free agent, and I was like, you know what? The team would have re-signed him. They would have put an offer in. Deshaun Watson's the move for them. What team does Tony land on? The Jets. I don't see him coming out of retirement for the Jets. Let's just say that. That's a good question for the comment section. Do you think Tony Romo will come out of retirement? Same with Jay Cutler. Curious. Those two intrigue me. I don't think Jay Cutler will, but Tony Romo, I could see it because he is kind of a next-tier quarterback. Definitely above average. Of course, we do make the playoffs with no Tony Romo, and the Jets, Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Tony Romo doesn't affect it. Actually, it probably makes the Jets worse. I don't think he actually had the worst season in the world, but here we're showing we didn't cheat. Had a really insane game there against the Broncos. Tons and tons of yards. I can't believe Braxton. I keep saying Braxton Miller. Deshaun Watson actually won league MVP in his first year as a starter, which is, it's EA, guys. I can't really tell you why or how things happen. It's just when you pop in a game of Madden, you can expect that, there's going to be times where the game's going to be completely normal. It makes all the sense in the world, but it's also going to be those times where it's like sitting behind Tony Romo, learning nothing but how to miss the playoffs and miss your team's prime, and then just become the greatest ever. I don't know. For some reason, Deshaun Watson does that in the game a lot. For whatever I've seen in him in Sims, he's become one of the best quarterbacks in the league every single time. And you can see here he won like every award he could just about. The team also did pretty well in general. But yeah, he won like every award he physically could. And the rest of the team did. I mean, they didn't do that well, but they pretty close. Top 2, top 3 team in the league. So you would think 12-4 MVP quarterback. He's going to be an 89 overall. I let the AI do all that once again. I don't touch any of that crap. Don't want to influence it in any sort of way. You would think we'd easily win a game. Who is it against, by the way? I don't remember specifically. It's the Bengals, who haven't won a playoff game in how long? Ages, I would assume. See if, they shouldn't win one here. I mean, why would they win one first time against a decent team? But basically, what have we learned? Tony Romo is irrelevant. No, but in this, of course, Tony Romo had basically no effect on anyone. I guess he kind of made Watson an MVP, but then again, like I said, he does pretty well in Sim usually. But anyways, if you guys have any other what-ifs, let me know. Or if, even if someone's done them, we can try to do a twist on it. Let me know if you're going to give me a suggestion, if you think someone's done one or not. Or please don't send me one that I've already done. I want to try to do one of these a week or every other week. Not sure, but I mean, this one, really off the rails. I got to try to think of something really good. But anyways, I'll have you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!